I need those kind of iteration. So going forward, that caused that whole functionality not to work, and it was something I want to implement because it's really helped me. So instead of doing a normal select where I have to use JavaScript to use PHS hook in order to like mobilize my JavaScript to be able to type and get something. So live select is what I want to do a tutorial about today. So let's check live select because we're going to be going through the documentation together. To mobilize, I like this one. So sorry, I'm gonna lower it so you can hear what I'm saying. So this is the documentation. It's by Max Marcon. He really tried very well in improvising this library because this library is helping Phoenix developer, is helping Elixir developers in order for you to do a live select component is rendered by calling the live select function and passing it to a form field. So it gives you this opportunity of when you're using select in your form field to make your select be done in a dynamic way so you can do multiple selects. Yeah, let me give you a hint of what you can use the library to do. So you can do multiple selects, you can do quick. So there's this mode that so when you put the mode in the live select, it gives you the opportunity to do multiple selects, to do different the way you want that select to work at. So we are going to be checking the cheat sheet and also be going through the documentation. So let's go back. So I'm opening two tabs. One is for the documentation, the other one is for the cheat sheet. So it's LiveSelect creates a text input field in which the user can type hidden input that will contain the value of the selected option. So whenever the user types something in the text input, LiveSelect triggers a LiveSelect change. So this LiveSelect change right now is a function that will implement in our code for your live view or live component. This message has a text parameter containing the current text entered by the user as well as the ID and field parameters with the ID of the light select component and the name of the light select form field. Respectively, your job is to handle the event. So you have to handle the event of this live select change in your code. Retrieve the list of selected option and then call Phoenix LiveView send update to send the list of the option to live select. So you see the example and the cheat sheet. So let's as we're implementing, we'll be reading the documentation and be going through the cheat sheet. So let's see. I think in the document aspect, there's a place they call installation. Well, let's go through the cheat sheet. So I'm looking for the first place that says installation. So okay, so this is the pages. We went through the module and so we are going to the installation aspect first of all. So to install add this to your dependencies. So let's first of all create our Phoenix project. So we're going to say miss phs new live select. So that's the name of the project. Miss phs and it couldn't be found. No mix ex. What happened? What I did. So why do we want that and we're getting mix phs that new couldn't be found, no mix directory found. So So this is their I actually forked their yeah, I forked his code base because I had like the A1, I was trying to understand what's going on. Okay, so you are giving feedback for a new version of Elixir. The error means you're trying to run a miss comma, miss page, and it actually doesn't have a miss file. Right? So why is it not telling me that? So he created a mixed project, but oh, okay. So the problem is not with mixed then. The problem is with PHS now. Yeah, so this is yeah. So Phoenix wasn't system. Okay. So we are creating the dependency, asset or setup. Let's let everything run. Okay, so while it's running, I'm coming. So this shows how to install Postgres. So this is the installation of Phoenix. I'm going to add it in this documentation. trying to see if they use live over here. So this is phonics live. This one is about phonics. Then there's phonics live, and that's what we want to use. So one today I'm not talking about phonics live, but in my next tutorial after this, I'll try to like break down what's the difference between phonics live view and phonics, so that we can understand it. Okay, yeah. So live. Something like what we want to do right here. Okay, so it has finished. See the live select. So we are not going to mix. We are not creating a database. So we are not doing mix ecto migrate. We are just doing. We are starting our project in a shell format. So we are not creating a database for this project. Because what we want to just talk about is a form. We are not sending the form. We just want to see the various ways we can use live select. Database live select does not exist. Okay, so we have to create a database. So mix it down. This is now looking for the database. So yes, because it's using it to. I just we forgot that when we tell it to do all those dependencies and we say yes, there are some permission we have given it to. There are some permission we have given to the project and it has run it. So hooray! Our phonics application is here. Oh my god, why did I always forget to, like, when I'm doing something, I always forget to open VS Code. Then when I'm not done, I'll be like, oh my god, I didn't open VS Code. So my VS Code is installing. So while my VS Code is installing, I think we should do a roadmap of what we want to achieve in this particular tutorial. I think that would be like our guideline. Yeah, to stand as our guideline. So firstly, installation of a phonics LiveView project. Then to install. Okay, that's finished. Number two, installation. Adding live select into adding live select into. So we want to add live select into adding live select into our project. Or should I say? It just say installation of live select in the project. So the next step is um, creation of the live view folder. Then after we start the implementation implementation of LiveView step by step, then implementation of, no, it's not the integration of LiveView in our select. So this is what we want to do. So this is where we are going to end it. So let's see. So we can notice our project has started for us. So let's start. So in the mix.ex file over here, so it, wow, this is a new update. So till we now install hero icons for us. So we have hero icons. So we can use heroes icons now. So we have Phoenix 1.7. Okay, so let's go back to the installation of this. So the first, no, installation of this. So it says we should use this copy. So we're gonna run. So after, remember that every time you add a dependency in your live view, you have to run mixdepth.get so that you can get that dependency and add it to your project. So let's stop. I think we should stop this project. And when we are done with everything we want to do, we start up the project. Yeah, that's what we do. When we are done, we start up the project. So mixdips.get now. We are trying to get this new, so we can say mix compile. So it will compile the recent things we added to the code base of this Elixir and compile all the dependencies and everything. Then once it's done compiling, it's error loading LiveSelect. Let's deep stuff LiveSelect. Mix format. I think there was an error before. So let me miscompile. Compiling 15 files generated in LiveSelect app. So many steps just get. I don't know why it's doing this. Mm. Okay, David LiveSelect. Oh, it's because the app name is LiveSelect. Oh, I think I should have named it something else now because now it's causing problem installing this dependency. So I think I would name the app something else. So I think we'll remove it from LiveSelect and rename it. Okay, so I'm gonna name it Miss PHS.new and call it LiveSelect. Just call it LiveSelect example. I think this is okay. Fetch. Okay, so let's. Yes, ma'am. So we have config file, we have the access file, we have the view. So this is dev. So for instance, Elixir was built a depth folder for us. Yes, so that's. Oh, sorry. So live select has been added new. Okay, so next. So in our P, we have to add in our hook. So in every Elixir project, there's a app.js file for you, and that's where you can add your hook. So we have to import LiveSelect. So let's see. It said LiveSelect relies on JavaScript hook to work. So this is what I did the last time that I had to spend 2 weeks fixing this error. I removed these hooks over here, so nothing would work. If you make this mistake, nothing of your code will work at all. It will look like you're using lifestyle and you'll be so frustrated because you'll be dangling everywhere trying to figure out where the problem is. So you have to be very key that you follow the whole process of the installation, because live select relies on JavaScript to hook. That's like a very key information that you should not forget. And you need to add live select hooks to your live projects, to your live sockets. Live select distributes its JavaScript code to a single file. So let's open our app.js. So what happened was, then I wanted to put my hook in a different file, but today, because I'm just doing only live select, I'm not going to put it in a different file. So the reason why you want to put your hook in a different file is that you are not only going to use only, like, you're going to be doing a lot of other JavaScript stuff, and you don't want to have an error, or you don't want your code to be too much over here. You don't want your app.js to have so much code. So that's why it is advisable that you should put your hook in a different file. So for instance, we're going to say, if you don't want to have any other hook, use this. If you have other hook, use this. So we are going to make this example to say we're going to have other hook. So this constant hook is equals to this. We can create a file and do something like this in our file and export hooks and everything. But now we're just going to do this in app.js. And we're just going to say we want to have other hook. So we have this pull fallback. So we're going to do something. So we say uh, new live socket equals to socket params. How should I copy this? So that's the setup we need to do in order to use live select. So for now we can say we have done the setup. So now everything is good to go. But before I go further, I said to you that I want to like do all the whole setup down. So in this our live, we're gonna do a new folder called live. So we're gonna a new folder, we're gonna call it example.live. So in this our example.live, we're gonna have two files. We'll call the first one index.ex. Then the second one will be where the HTML is gonna be. Then you're going to be a new file. We're going to call it index.html.x. So this is the two file we're going to use. Thank you. So we're going to need this water. So I'm going. So let me see this demo that starts. So so clock live. Okay. I'm coming. So this is another of my code. I want to check something. I'm confused about something, so I want to confirm if it's the right way to do it. Okay, so we can. Okay, so this is what we want to do live. Okay, we have to put it live. So the project name we have to use. So we'll choose the project name. This is all we need to. This is what we need to add in order to use live phonics LiveView. So this is us telling us we are trying to use phonics LiveView. So we'll do each one of hello. So after the ex. So I'm going to add this. So I'm going to push this to my GitHub, and I'll add the repo for this project. For this, so that you can see the code. and follow through in case maybe you're trying to do yours and you run into an error. Live select, live select when. Oh, okay, so you're not supposed to add because it's already example. You're supposed to just add only example online. So we compile. So you see now we have the hello here. Cool. So let's instead make it a form, but just create a form. So we can use for this form because we are not submitting it another. It's better we use this HTML simple form over here to achieve this. Okay, so coming back to over here, we are okay with the installation. So if you are using Webpack, we are not using all this. So let's go to the cheat sheet and see how we can now like add it to this code. So first of all, we need to find our core.phonics this thing and add this code. So what this code does is that in our core we have input field. So it helps us to just call that input field without having to customize that ourselves. So if you see here, they have customized error, live select option, they have customized label, they have put the field, they have customized the CSS class and so many things. So it saves us that stress of customizing our code. So let's look for the core component.ex and this is it over here. So over here we'll just find this is a modal. This is the one for the modal. So we're just going to put our own documentation as we're adding it. So this is for Flash. So over here we'll add it. So we're going to add a doc. Learn to always format your code so that it would come out cleaner and better. So that was like something that's like an adaptation I'm trying to do to always format my code. And if I see that it is bigger, okay. So we still have so so this is how you cannot call it into your live view. So we're gonna do a simple field. So this field can also be called name. So this is the LiveSelect chain that I said we have to like make sure we are integrating in our code in order for our codes to work. So let's first of all, so the first thing we want to do is have this in our form. So when we now have this in our form, this is a simple way of doing it. Then over here we can now come further and start discussing these various tags and what these various container class and all these things. So the first thing is, first of all, make it simple, understand what you're trying to do, then you can come out back and beautify it and make it as functional as you want it to be. So this field now, so I'm gonna call this name cities. So I'm gonna move a PHS tag there because it's not needed. And so I'm going to use the PHS summit. I'm going to use the PHS change. So over here in our this thing, we're going to do a mount. Yeah, so we don't have a params. We don't need a section, but we need to have a socket. So we're going to call cities. So we're going to give cities first to just be Lagos, Abuja. So this is the first one. We're gonna call this Port Harcourt. Then we're gonna call it just a few cities. Then we can call Kaduna. So this is our cities. So anytime we want to use an event, which it might be a PHS summit, they are all events, so we have to put the name, and the name has to be a double quotation. So second, we have to return. So we're going to do. Invalid result from the live service. Okay. Expected. Okay, the socket. Oh, sorry. So please learn to read your error message so that you can understand where the error is coming from instead of taking a lot of time. No function class. we are not using field because we are not using a form field. So we have to say, hmm, hmm. Okay, so I think we might have to do a form for and use the form field and everything. So let's think how I'm thinking of how I want to customize this because initially it was just gonna supposed to be just a simple form. But in our core component over here we have given it this field is equals to the field. So no, I don't want to change that. It does not cause confusion. Okay, so I'm going to research more on. I want to learn how to do a form. You're not going to submit the form, but you can use field. So I want to go and research on that, and we're going to come back to this video. So our live select would have two particular videos explaining it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.